If I was in my prime, who would I want to play one-on-one? Start off with Jerry West, Elgin Baylor, Kobe Bryant in his prime, LeBron in his prime, D-Wade in his prime, Melo. I don't think I'd lose. Other than Kobe Bryant because he steals off.
I think Kobe better than MJ, skill-wise, yeah. He took everything Jordan did and multiplied it. He did it better. So
it had more. It added success to it.
What did he do that MJ didn't do?
He had a fadeaway drive, pump fake, this way.
He enhanced the perimeter skill set.
It's Kobe's mentality or LeBron's basketball IQ?
That's a closer one. I'm going to tell you, I would take Kobe's mentality. Okay. The reason why is because I would be successful in life, period. Whether it be basketball or somewhere else, I'm going to be good.
When the pressure peaks and the moment feels like life or death, only one of these three legends would stare danger straight in the eyes and grin. People call it a debate, but to me it's not even close. The night Matt Barnes pretended to fire the ball directly at Kobe Bryant's face, the Black Mamba didn't flinch, didn't twitch, didn't even acknowledge the threat. When the moment tried to intimidate him, when the heat of battle came knocking, Kobe met it head-on with a cold, fearless glare that said, "I've been expecting you."
You said that Kobe talked intelligent trash. Explain.
So we were playing, it's like a 2-on-1 break, and Karan fouls, stops the break. Kobe comes over. So we're all like, yo, good, you saved 2 points. So Kobe walks over to him and says, "Hey, who you guarding?" "You." "How many fouls you got?" "I got 1. "So you only got 5 left?" "Yeah." "Well, you need all 6 fouls to guard me. And you just wasted one on him." Stupid. And you had to think about it like, God, he's right. And that's the stuff he said. He makes you think about the things you did. You might as well just let the 2 points go because you sitting on the bench, I'm going to get 10, 12 points because you're on the bench because that 1 foul.
Matt Barnes put it perfectly when he explained that LeBron often gets judged unfairly because his game leans more toward Magic Johnson's unselfish, team-first style. But when it came to Kobe and Michael, he said there was no mistaking their approach. They played with a ruthless edge. They weren't just competitive, they carried a violent intensity, a cold killer instinct that made every possession feel like a personal battle.
I looked at it from a point of view, I see this dude work out, people don't play, he looks like Michael Jordan out there. I would see he would come in after our UCLA practice. I remember one time you had broke your right hand and you came up to UCLA and did a whole workout left-handed like you were a left-handed player. Yeah. And I was just like, what?
And that's the real separation between a legend and the chosen one who preferred to move the ball. LeBron thrives in structure, Steph shines in motion-heavy schemes, but Kobe Bryant? He was the structure. When Phil Jackson's triangle offense collapsed, when the play disintegrated and the court turned into pure chaos, that's when Kobe became most dangerous. His focus sharpened, his instincts took over, and he turned into a hunter locked onto wounded prey. He didn't rely on screens or perfect spacing, just the ball in his hands and an opponent bold enough to think they could stop him.
We getting ready to play San Antonio. Kobe had struggled in the game before. Doing pregame film, Kobe would be dribbling the basketball while the film was going on. PJ, he was like, "Shh, Michael, put the ball down." And everything just clicked. Then we ended up beating San Antonio to go play in the final.
The numbers already exposed the truth your eyes never needed help seeing. Kobe dropped 25 50-point explosions, while LeBron has 14 and Steph just 10. When the fourth quarter hit and the ball found Kobe's hands, defenders didn't just brace for a bucket, they braced for humiliation, for becoming another unwanted snapshot in Mamba folklore. And then you look at 2011, when the King averaged just 8 fourth-quarter points against Dallas, 8. Jason Terry, a role-playing sixth man, was picking LeBron apart like he was prey, the same Jason Terry whose most famous moment is getting dunked into the shadow realm. Steven Jackson put it perfectly, if LeBron possessed that Mamba gene, that unfiltered instinct to destroy when domination was obvious, he'd be the undisputed greatest ever. But without that edge, without that killer switch, he left moments on the table that Kobe would have turned into bloodshed.
It's like Kobe Bryant is one of the best compliments I ever got when he recognized that killer instinct behind the smile. Mm-hmm. And Mamba mentality it has a name and it's a thing because you can see it on his face. I'm out here to kill every single person in front of me to get to where I want to go. But he acknowledged that same spirit, but he knew that I did it with a smile on my face.
Meanwhile, look at Kobe in that same 2011 stretch, playing with a torn ligament in his shooting wrist and still putting up 23 a night, because for him pain wasn't a barrier, it was just another defender to outsmart and overpower.
The most gangster shit I've ever seen. Kobe Bryant tears his Achilles. Got up, went to the free throw line, makes the 2 free throws.
Makes them.
You watch his face. There's no grimacing, no nothing. And then I go to one of my favorite players in the NBA, Jason Tatum. He's on the ground damn near dying. First of all, Kobe would never be wheeled out. He walked out. You will never see that again.
They say Steph Curry changed the game, but really, he changed shooting. There's a big difference. Because when the 2016 finals hit Game 7 and basketball demanded a defining moment, that so-called revolution disappeared into behind-the-back turnovers and missed threes. The greatest shooter ever went cold when eternity was one win away. Now look at Kobe in Game 7 of the 2010 finals against Boston, 6 for 24, absolutely, but he hauled in 15 rebounds and willed his team across the finish line. That's the difference. True assassins don't rely on perfect accuracy. They find a way to finish the job no matter how ugly the battle gets.
What was it like seeing that last game?
I did not think he was going to get 60. I thought he was going to put up a lot of points, but I didn't think it was going to be 60. And then once he got to like 40, it was like, keep going, Kobe, don't stop, keep going. I bet you can't get 50. He got 50. You bet you can't get 60. He got 60. I'm like, dang. That's how you supposed to lead the game. That's Kobe. For real. He cried a little bit in the locker room.
Oh, he did?
Yeah. Then we like celebrated. Everybody had champagne, poured champagne on him and all that. It was sad, because it's like, it's Kobe Bryant,
Even Gilbert Arenas put it bluntly, Steph's greatness is something you can study and develop, but Kobe's killer instinct is a different beast entirely. You're either born with that fire, or the game swallows you whole before you ever find it.
Kobe Bryant had to do a bunch of moves. Counters. The reason niggas like us didn't have counters, because our first move couldn't be stopped.
No,
whoa, I let you talk. My first move against Kobe, lunch meat. I didn't have no counters because you couldn't stop the first move because I was faster than you. Kobe had to do moves because Kobe wasn't physically gifted enough to get by the person the first time. He wasn't physically gifted. Whoa! Walk out. So what does he need a second or third move for? Why do you need 2, 3? Jordan just had a 1-2 pull-up. The reason the 1-2 pull-up, they couldn't stop the 1-2. What the fuck do I need a counter for if you can't stop this one? If you cannot stop,
right?
Boom, you can't stop that. What the fuck do I need to do this shit for? I only do that.
They'll never say it outright in the documentaries, but the contrast is impossible to ignore. LeBron spent his prime alongside Hall-level partners, Dwayne Wade, a Finals MVP and 3-time champion, Chris Bosh, an 11-time All-Star, Kyrie Irving, the man who hit the shot that rescued the 2016 title, Anthony Davis, a top 75 talent, and Kevin Love, an All-Star and champion. Meanwhile, Kobe dropped 81 points with a lineup headlined by Smush Parker, who was out of the league shortly after, Kwame Brown, the most infamous number 1 pick ever, Chris Mim, and Brian Cook. When LeBron collected 3 of his 4 rings, it was with carefully assembled super teams. When Kobe finally got Pau Gasol, just 1 All-Star, he marched to 3 straight finals and claimed 2 titles with sheer force of will. No super team. No recruiting tour. Just pure competitive fury. And when Mark Jackson was asked to choose between Kobe's mentality and LeBron's IQ, he didn't hesitate. Kobe's mentality, because that would make me successful in life, period.
And he got so hot that one possession, I'm like, Reg, let me get him. I got him. It wasn't like I'm thinking I'm going to shut him down. I'm thinking I'm going to hammer him one time, send a message, not on our watch. The dude made a crossover move on me at the top of the key and elevated so fast, I had no opportunity to hit him. I looked at Reg like, you got him. You got him.
You can see the difference in how they approach the game. LeBron studies film to make the right read, Steph drills shots to sharpen his skill, but Kobe studied people, their fears, insecurities, and breaking points. He once told Matt Barnes, anyone crazy enough to F with me is crazy enough to play with me, and that wasn't basketball IQ, that was psychological warfare, the understanding that the game is played not with your hands but inside your opponent's doubt. In the 2008 Beijing Olympics, the Redeem team had LeBron, Wade, and Carmelo, yet it was Kobe who scored 13 of his 20 in the fourth, spoke Spanish to Pau Gasol just to rattle him, and told Rudy Fernandez, "This is my house," in his own country's Olympics. That same year, Kobe dragged a team with Lamar Odom as the second option to the finals, while LeBron, despite the league's best record, fell to Dwight Howard's Magic. The difference was simple. When Kobe saw Dwight, he saw prey. When LeBron saw Dwight, he saw a problem.
When we lost in the finals to the Celtics in 2008, that was a turning point. So when I sat there in the hotel room afterwards, I started thinking about that, you know, because it's on me. If I didn't feel like my teammates were aggressive enough, that falls on me. And I had to understand what their journey was. How are they feeling as people? What are they going through? And when you do that, you have that empathy. It also helps you to be a better leader.
Let's be brutally honest about weaknesses. Steph Curry gets hunted on defense like a rookie in prison. Every postseason it's the same script, attack him until he breaks, and in the 2016 finals the Cavs spammed the same play over and over, dragging Curry onto Kyrie or LeBron because it worked every single time. LeBron, the most gifted athlete the league has ever seen, couldn't even post up 6-foot JJ Barea, who somehow put the king in handcuffs during the 2011 finals. Meanwhile Kobe, a 12-time first-team all-defense assassin, would guard your best player for 48 minutes and then drop 40 on whoever dared to guard him. He didn't have weaknesses, he had invitations to embarrass you.
I just remember him saying some every once in a while, and I was like, damn, he think different. One time we came in, we was playing Golden State, and this was when Steph was starting to catch fire. He was starting to turn into the chef, you know what I'm saying? He came in and he said, I found it. He just kept saying, I fucking found it. He don't like people standing on the side of him. He can shoot with you in front of him, he can shoot with you behind him, but on his side, he don't like that. I'm gonna guard in the second half. Shut him down again. So after that, I was a believer. I'm like, everything that I've heard about Kobe Bryant is all true.
In the final 5 minutes of playoff games within 5 points, the numbers tell a story. Kobe shot 48%, LeBron 38%, Steph 39%. But stats don't capture the full picture. In 2013, after tearing his Achilles, Kobe calmly walked to the free throw line and sank both shots, no hesitation, no emotion, just sheer execution. That's the difference between being great and being terrifying. LeBron cramped in the 2014 finals and needed help leaving the court. Steph struggled through a knee injury in 2016. Excuses are for the living. Kobe played like he was untouchable. Pain couldn't affect him because he didn't carry fear. Jerry West, the logo himself, once said, Kobe is the only player I've seen who could dominate in any era.
And as I'm signing, he puts his hand on my shoulder. He said, let me tell you something. I just got this kid. He said, in 2 or 3 years, you and him going to win a lot of championships. I'm like, yeah, okay. But I'm trying to sign. And he was talking about Kobe.
Think about it. The man who saw Magic and Kareem, who faced Wilt and Russell, the architect of his own legendary path. Kobe himself said, I don't want to be the next Michael Jordan. I only want to be Kobe Bryant. In today's soft NBA, with no hand-checking and endless space, Kobe would easily average 40 ppg, because unlike Steph, who relies on screens, or LeBron, who needs driving lanes, Kobe only needed the ball and the will to dominate career-defining games. In playoff elimination scenarios, he averaged 30.0 ppg on 44% shooting, while LeBron managed 28.0 on 42%, and Steph 23.8 on 40%. But stats don't tell the full story. In 2006, after a Game 7 loss to Phoenix where critics said he didn't shoot enough, Kobe responded by leading the league in scoring the next season, winning MVP, and claiming 2 more championships. He didn't chase opinions, he chased rings. 20 years with one team, no super teams, no shortcuts. His final game? 60 points on 50 shots. Inefficient? Maybe. Bold? Absolutely. Try finding another player daring enough to take that many shots in their finale. LeBron might post a triple-double, Steph might hit a few threes. Kobe? He went all in, saying, killers die with the sword in their hand, not by passing it to someone else.